Rolento and
Rolento versus. So
that's it.
How do you? Alright, Mike's gone. That's it. It's over. So I'm here by myself. Mike's walked away. All right. So Dagura on Rolento and Soji on Rolento, both throwing knives, tons of knives.
Jesus, is this what I gotta see?
Oh, you came back. Oh, you're back.
I didn't want to see just knives being thrown. This is why
I feel you, Mike Ross. I feel you, man.
Rolento versus Rolento. Come
Shame,
on.
shame, shame.
Goodness gracious.
Mike,
Cue the intro.
Blackmore.
What is up, y'all? I know you guys were not expecting a Street Fighter video this soon, might have you. But this particular character really piqued my interest to where your boy had to sit there and do a deep dive. So I really wanted to uncover and see if our former Mad Gear Gang military general guy had any particular real life martial art influences or even weapon style influence out there. But just like what you saw earlier, yes, we're going to be covering Rolento. And welcome to another video of history behind the fighting styles.
Very, very vertical jump. Oh!
Could be it. Finds the ultra.
Yes, that should do it.
That's what makes those jabs so dangerous. You can throw them out, and then it can also be held and charged. You can hold it down and release depending on which kick you're hitting. So she can store up to 3 of those at any one time. And as we predicted, Nemo wants to take it right to Jury.
Just a character who wants to stay moving, stay kinetic.
Oh, he got caught.
Surprised him with that.
Oh, and the
goes
reset.
for the reset.
So smart.
Great block from PR Rog again.
So I hope you enjoyed what I have in store for you today. You're going to be learning quite a bit on this character, not only his martial arts, and also a little bit about guerrilla warfare. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video, folks. Check it out. I feel going over a bit of what guerrilla warfare is necessary to the overall arcing theme with Rolento's design and character. So it is more of a irregular warfare, not fought in the traditional sense that we all know with armies, but by much smaller units using a hit and run tactics and ambushes, along with heavy knowledge of the local terrain to overthrow larger enemies. Guerrilla fighters are often driven by ideology, nationalism, or the desire to resist occupation or oppression. Their loyalties are typically to a cause or community, which lines up with Rolento's goal after leaving Mad Gear, not really following under any more leadership, but wanting to build his own community of soldiers, which makes him all the more interesting in my honest opinion. So that pogo-hopping military man Rolento, known for his reliance on a long staff or his trusty baton as his primary weapons. While many fans might think of this as just another cool element of his design, Rolento's use of a staff isn't just random. It does have roots in a martial art known as Jodo or Jojutsu. Is a traditional Japanese martial art centered around the use of jo, a 4-foot staff. The jo itself may look simple at first glance, but in the hands of a trained practitioner, it becomes a pretty versatile weapon. Now, unlike the longer bow staff, which is more commonly seen in martial arts everywhere, the jo's shorter length allows for quick transitions between offensive and defensive techniques, which is something you see in Rolento's gameplay switching between the jo and his baton in specials. The staff can be used to strike, sweep, or thrust, but also to lock and control an opponent, another aspect that really complements his playstyle. In this way, Jodo is a martial art that prioritizes fluidity, adaptability, and so much control of your opponent's movements and just locking them down in an area like I mentioned before. So using quite a bit of his guerrilla warfare tactics, non-lethal and lethal if you count the knife specials, and also his use in both of his ults of how the way he goes about getting rid of opponents, fits his overall theme as a character. Now, Jodo was created in the early 1600s by a master swordsman named Muso Gonosuke, According to legend, Konosuke was defeated in a duel by a pretty familiar famous samurai figure we've talked about briefly before, Miyamoto Musashi, the dual-wielding swordsman. After losing to Miyamoto, Konosuke decided to fall back to refine his technique and develop the Jodo as a weapon capable of countering Musashi's dual sword style. This man was determined for the run back, so the art he created, Jodo, was designed to disarm and outmaneuver opponents armed with longer weapons, like swords. Ain't it amazing what a run back will do to a person determined to create their own weapon style just to counter their opponents that defeated them before? Amazing, isn't it? So, what do you guys think? Rolento's Jodo or Jojutsu is quite fascinating, I will say. And this is something that is like completely new to me. Something I really was not expecting for a character like Rolento to have. And it is quite interesting. This is something that I do love, the beauty when it comes to fighting games in general. Just all fighting games, because you always will see some type of inspiration coming from one of these devs out here of picking something out there. It could be something like just completely left field, something like this, which is very uncommon from what I've looked up too. Like, you really don't hear much about this martial art itself, so it is quite fascinating that they went this route. So I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I did with researching and going into learning even way more about Rolento as a character and just his overall goals in mind. So it was quite interesting. If you enjoyed today's video, please give a like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Stay updated of any upcoming content coming to the channel, especially of the fighting style stuff, and you will soon be seeing videos pop up of Killer Instinct and Bloody Roar. I have to make that announcement once again just to remind you folks, yes, those two series are now part of the history behind the fighting style. So I hope you guys are excited to see what I have in store. But anyways, don't want to take up too much of your time. It's Blackmore here, signing out. Catch you later, folks. Peace.
The study of Kung Fu fighting is ongoing. Don't ever hope to master all of them. So be careful.